So how frustrating is that? The official start of the South Downs is actually locked. It's a great place though, I love the mill that it's next to. But yeah, I mean, come on, 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when most people are going to start a walk like this. And apparently I would have to wait till 10 o'clock. Hey ho, let's get going. Hi folks, today I'm in Winchester, which means I must be at the start of the South Downs Way, which is roughly 100 miles. Planning to do it in possibly about 6 days-ish and obviously 5 nights of wild camping. However, on this occasion I am ably assisted by my daughter Victoria, who happens to be just here, and which is really great for me to have some company for a change. Right, as always, less talking, let's get walking! So one thing we're going to become familiar with when we're looking at the signs is the different colours. So yellow is for man only, blue excludes motorbikes, brown, interestingly, we can introduce a carriage but no motorbikes, and then red means we're into everything other than a car, of course. So here you go, we have a blue one. Hope you was listening carefully, hope you know what it is. So you can probably tell from the noise that we're finally leaving civilization, as we call it, or the M3 in other words, escaping the railings and going over the bridge, finally into the countryside. Over there you can actually see the ridge line. That's where we're heading for, following the ridge, out of Winchester, away from the motorway. Well, we've just crossed the motorway and this is really our first glimpse of the South Downs. So in the wall belonging to the manor house, we actually do have a VR post box, which is obviously relatively rare. Yes, why not have your own telephone box in your garden? So I found a useful map, but it is near the road, annoyingly. Anyhow, there's Winchester. I'm here now, and this is before 9 o'clock, so I'm happy. And of course we go all the way down to Eastbourne. I am going to take the Seven Sisters route, so this shows it going over this way. Well, I'm going to go over Beachy Head, and today I kind of want to get around this way. So down there you can see what they call the natural amphitheatre, and apparently Eisenhower spoke to 100,000 troops ready for D-Day. Not quite sure they would have heard him at the back, but nonetheless. And apparently this is called Cheesefoot Head. Right, let's get going away from the flipping main road. So look what somebody's added here. Yep, it may be broken, but the British public have added the important south to the Downs way. So obviously the outer twin tracks are for the tractors, and I love the fact we've got a single track for the walkers or runners or bikes. So we have a great gate here. Apparently we have to shut the gate, but I love the fact it's the English one that's last on the list.
S'il vous plaît, fermez la barrière.
Yeah.
Might not be correct.
That might not be correct, no. But that is great, I love that. Right, let's carry on. Oh. Okay. I think it was straight up.
Pardon?
I think it was straight up, yeah?
Yeah, it was. There was. Did you see the sign on the gate?
Yeah, yeah. So I don't think on any of the other routes that I've done, I've actually seen anything like this. So this is really good. And obviously there is the tap.
And next to the tap, it tells us where the next ones are. So we don't need to top up, but knowing in 3 miles we can.
Yeah, that's really good, isn't it? So I saw a wind farm marked on the map. Clearly not the kind of wind farm I was thinking about, which I suppose is a good thing. And how about that? Although it is empty now. So we're at Beacon Hill, and here we have a very little map. So the South Downs Way, we are here, and the South Downs Way takes us on to Beacon Hill. So I found the trig point, and bizarrely it doesn't look, well sorry, it didn't feel like I was really having to work hard to get to it, which I suppose makes a nice change. Winchester 10 miles. Hey, we're into double figures now. That's good. 10% done. So Beacon Hill is what it was in terms of, as the name implies, hill for putting a beacon on. So in the 15th century it was in a chain of beacons and would have alerted London about the Spanish Armada. From what I understand, it would take half an hour there or thereabouts from lighting the first beacon to receiving the message in London. The Exton beacon, in commemoration of Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee, erected by kind permission of the Martin family.
Thank you, that's super kind. Thank you, I don't think I'd have stopped and got going.
Aye, enjoying that?
Yeah, loving it.
So the official route, as you can see by the sign, goes that way, but my guidebook says I can have a shortcut and better views if I go up onto Old Winchester Hill that way. Now initially when I came here I thought, oh, which way do you go? But actually we go this way, round the back of the hedge. So yeah, I'm going up this way now. Okay, small map. So there's the South Downs Way, and it kind of goes round, as you can see, it goes round all the way round without actually hitting the top. So obviously the route I'm taking is this way, which hopefully will be worth it. The other thing you can see on this map, just about, so I'll just take it closer, there's a dotted line all the way around here. And obviously that must have been the old hill fort, I would suggest. So we're on top of the hill fort now. Not sure if you can see it, but kind of there's a distinct line going that way, which I suspect is the defensive kind of dike and built up of like the wall. And then over here we have the trig point. You have to do it. There's always something about touching a trig point. I've arrived. But here we have something extra. So there you go, that's what the hill fort would have looked like on top. And if you're ever doing the South Downs Way, don't be put off by going over the top. As long as you can stick to the path, I don't see what the problem is. There's not that many points of interest directly on the path, so it's a shame to actually miss the hill fort, and you do get good views. So yeah, and the uphill isn't that bad at all. So like I say, I wouldn't miss it if I was given a choice, and I certainly didn't. Right. Onward we go. So in the distance you can see a place called Meon Springs, and it's basically a big farm area, and there's a note on the top of the gate on the top of this hill that says they've diversified, so they now do glamping yachts, and also they've got a big fishing area and a fishing lodge where you can stop and partake with food and snacks and what have you. The other thing I know about that is actually if you go through there to where the cafe is, on the right hand side there's actually a water tap. We don't actually need it at the moment, but yeah, it's not marked on some maps, but it's definitely there. There you go, we are in East Meon and we're going this way. So the red sign says I can still drive my carriage down here. So Winchester 22 miles and obviously Eastbourne 78. That's reasonably good going. Now apparently we're at the start of Queen Elizabeth Country Park. Down this way. So finally the sun has come out. It's almost celebrating the fact that we're on a place called Buster Hill, which is one of the highest points on the South Downs Way. Apparently 30 species of butterfly as well. I doubt I'm going to see any butterflies at 8 o'clock at night. But that is an interesting question. What time do butterflies go to sleep? Let me know. Anyhow, we're trying to get back over, well not back over, but we're trying to go over in that direction to finally find a resting place. So, stay with us. So this is where we camped last night, and as you can see, hopefully we're not going to leave any trace. And the sun's coming out, which is great news, and we're going to be heading in that direction out of what I believe is called Queen Elizabeth Country Park. So it turns out we're on something called the Shipwright's Way as well, and this is just highlighting the importance of sheep, particularly wool, to the local economy in the past. But also we have a seat with a view, except of course there isn't much of a view. In fact, that's the same view I saw on Frodsham Hill when I did the sandstone trail. Yeah, complete mist. However, I think the sun is coming out a little bit, somewhere up there. And we're now carrying on down the misty trail. So it looks like here we've got a trail angel. Apparently we can have flapjack for £1 and have a great day. If I'd have brought the dog with me, the dog would have been okay as well. Right, I need to get some money out. Right, onto the honesty box. Ooh, first pound of the day. Flapjack. Oh, that looks good. That is good. Okay. Not sure if you can see them just yet, but we're going down this road and I can see the road bending round in the distance, and there's a line of copper beeches. Must be about 15 of them dotted along the road. Most unusual. Hi. Hi. And in fact, if we look over in that direction, we can see South Hartington.
It really is. Just sat there in a lovely little cuddle, aren't you? Oh, I love it. Oh.
So I have a choice to make. That way is the way of the official South Downs Way, or go straight up onto Beacon Hill. Yes, another Beacon Hill. That way kind of goes round the hill, but it still goes up, but more gradually. Whereas this is just straight up. I think it's going to be the straight up option. And I was just saying before, I've never seen a dog doing a trail before, well, particularly being carried as well.
Yeah.
So tell me about the dog.
Well, she's very young and she's got tiny feet, so she's just doing like half an hour here and there, and then she's back in the shack.
Okay, and what's the dog's name again?
Mila.
Mila, right.
Yeah.
So how long have you had the dog?
Since April.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she's just 7 months old.
Wow.
Doing a wonderful job.
Well, yeah,
She's very good.
I'm not sure I could do that when I was 7 months old.
Yeah, she's not complaining.
Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. And you've been wild camping as well, so how did she get on with the wild camping?
Yeah, she was
really
good. She was really fine. She was so tired by the end of the day that she just passed out, and
Bit like you did.
Yeah, a bit like us. So it wasn't bad.
Absolutely.
Get the
Fantastic.
food and then pass out.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's been great meeting you guys, so best of luck on the rest of the trail.
Thank you.
I'll see you again. Bye.
Bye.
So in terms of an end of day summary, today's been a lot better. We didn't travel as far, but we didn't need to. So we did just about, I think it was 17 miles or so. Once you get past Queen Elizabeth Country Park, the scenery does open up a lot more. And we've probably covered a few more hills as well, but again, hills that are more open, can see more of the rolling countryside. In terms of where we've got to, we just got to a place, or on the outskirts of a place called Chilcomb. Came across a great calf just beforehand called Flint Barn Calf, and they seem to understand walkers and lots of cyclists there as well. So yeah, good place to stop. There's a toilet there as well, so you can obviously grab water as well if you need it. And then we ended up at just actually an official water point just beyond it. So it's been a good area. And then just a bit further on, about a mile or so out of Chilcomb, we've got this camping spot. So all in all, been a good day, helped by some good weather.